Hey, what's up? If you're watching this, I really appreciate you. This is my first video for the new year, and I just want to bring some stuff to you guys. So basically, I'm gonna be working on just adding more quality to the videos, probably work on my background as well, because I just feel like it should be more high definition, more quality, and something that you guys might like a bit more, something that's more my style instead of just a plain background. And also I'm gonna work on getting nicer camera, work on probably putting in a lot more effects when it comes to my videos, maybe not the journaling videos, but along with the consistency that I'm doing with the journaling videos, I want to do a lot more edits, do a lot, make it more intuitive so you understand what I'm trying to say. And I'm thinking about just doing videos and doing them a lot nicer that you might really like. So I'm thinking a new camera, probably do a new mic, new background, all type of stuff. I might even move from here and just do it in a different office space, So basically, that's what I want to work on for the new year, along with the consistency, along with getting to full profitability with the trading. But that's basically some things I want to introduce you to, and just have a great year, and let's just be consistent. Be consistent. I'm thinking consistency is the key, and once we can stay on track, it's going to set us up for a whole different ball game. So just stay consistent. Let's get this. Let's work on this. So my first trade for the year was a losing trade. I only made one trade today. So I have it here. I'll show you what happened, where I entered, where I exited, what was going through my mind. And I want to just note this. So the purple lines that you're seeing here, all of the purple lines you're seeing here are weekly support or resistance. Purple are weekly, and yellow is for the daily. So my takeaways from today, because I'm journaling, I'm still trying to see where did I go wrong, what could I have done better. So basically, on the first trade of the day, I see where I could have probably, let me make sure, because I might be messing up myself here. 9:30. I want to break it down to see if I had set a take profit, would I have been able to? Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm trying to get to a lower time frame to see at what time. Okay. So this might be how would you say? This might be a time when you don't necessarily know that it's gonna happen so fast, but it can happen that fast. So basically, I would say my takeaways from there is set a take profit. Set the take profit. I could have set the take profit immediately at my next level, which would have been a weekly resistance level, which you can see that the market perfectly played off of right here. So off of the weekly resistance level, the market went right back down after that, right? So I could have taken profit there because I put it on the 5-minute chart. So this is the first candle, 5 minutes. Then we'll get to 9:35, and then you have a little price movement. So what I had done, I had set my stop loss around here, I believe. Yeah, just a little bit below the daily support, as a hedge in case we just continued going up. So basically, as you can see, the first candle, it didn't come right down to the stop loss. It began to go up, and sometimes I like to let the trade ride a bit before I even think about closing it. So I didn't have any stop loss. I didn't have any take profit. I had a stop loss, right? So I had the stop loss riding, and as you can see, at 9:45 is probably when I got taken out. So let's look more in depth into the trade. So even let's just do it on the 5-minute here. So I entered on the 9:30, right? 9:30 candle would be this one. So 26870, 26870. So kind of got a nasty fill right there, 26870. So right there on the 9 o'clock candle. And is it right? It should be on the body of the candle. So it's pretty close, just minus a little slippage, which happens. It happens when you're going through a broker. And on the 945 candle, I got stopped out probably right around here. Let's judge it. 26729, and let's see if it hit. Ooh, 26729. It's right about there. 26729. So that's where I got hit out as the market started to go against me, and that was the only trade for today. The total loss was $24. So if I had went the other way, it would have been a great trade, of course. But as you can see, I tried to keep the risk relatively small, and then the reward would have been, say, 3 times this or 4 times this. Could have probably even been more today, but I would have exited at around 4 times my risk on a daily, and then it was just downside for the most part today. So basically, pre-market we had a big green movement to the upside, right, on the dollar. So I was expecting, okay, big green movement on the dollar pre-market. So I'm thinking probably a gap fill, like the market didn't expect such a big move up. It might just come down for a bit, but unfortunately it did not do that. It kind of came down, found a point of support here, a new level of support, or probably an old level of support. It could be a level of support, but not so strict. Found a level of support and began to go up, which is usually bearish. Once the dollar starts to go up, it's bearish on the QQQ. So that's just my strategy. I'm just trying to just fine tune and just get it right, you know, just fine tune, work on it, get it right. All right. And as you can see, the dollar kind of formed a level of support on my weekly support level here, my weekly support slash resistance. So it actually found resistance here a bit, and then it finding support kind of this level to probably continue up, which would be bearish for the QQQ or the Nasdaq. So this is basically the entire day. I'm not sure what I could have done much better than just getting out at my stop loss right there, not succumbing to a lot of loss just because the trade went the opposite direction. So that's basically what happened today. How could I have played this better? I could have possibly, let me see. So if I went to the 5-minute chart, you can see where the QQQ, the dollar, found a level of support, or kind of bottomed at 940. Where it bottomed at 940 was that where yep. So this is why I see a relationship, right? So when this find a bottom, when the market found a bottom, the dollar found a bottom, you can see this is when the QQQ found a top. Do you see that? I hope you're seeing this. Like, please pay attention to this. Like, please pay attention to this. All right. So you can see that when the dollar found a bottom here, the QQQ found a top, right? So when it began to start pushing up now, that's when the market began to push on the downside. And the thing about it, why I'm using this as an indicator, is because you can spot it. You can usually spot it on the dollar, and then you can jump into the QQQ. So that's how I'm going about it. You spot the move on the dollar, and then you move into the QQQ that direction, because basically you have people selling stocks and buying dollars. But basically, if you're selling stocks, you're selling it for cash, right? So if you're selling stocks, you're getting cash. You're selling stocks, you're getting cash. If you're buying stock, you're basically selling cash for stock. Okay? So if you're buying stock you're selling cash. So basically, when you see cash going down, that's generally when you would see bullish momentum on anything, on equities. So you'd see it in the QQQ, the Bitcoin, you see it in probably Tesla. Let's see how Tesla took it today. So that's exactly where it found the top as well. 940. That's where it found the top as well. So that's what I like to see. I like to see it making look at that, beautiful. So the 940 candle directly correlates with the 940 candle on the dollar. That's basically what happened today. Oh my god, 16,666. That's crazy. But anyways, that's basically what happened today. Tomorrow should be a much better day. Let's see how it plays out. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing on the 5-minute chart. Just how to really spot it, you know. You can really spot it, because look at that, you spot it. I mean, the way it's hard to not focus on those smaller time frames, because it might just run away from it. So that's why I'm not even sure, but I'm just working on building the strategy a lot more. So that's basically what happened today. As I said, I only had one trade for today with a max loss of like $20 something, and I had one trade today, max loss of $20 something, and that's basically it. But if you watch this to the end, thank you, happy new year, and let's get it.